Okay, this is video number 1 for multi-tower countdown. It's a new feature that Race Coordinator supports using addressable LEDs, and we created a countdown tower that has 20 LEDs in it. And for this bench test, we're going to illustrate several ways you can use the 20 LEDs in this countdown tower. This simulation shows how to use it for race state, and I'll show you how to use the setup software to configure this for the video that we're going to do here for you. So you go into track setup and expert track setup, and then you go to configure, and you can go into general LEDs, and in general LEDs you can set the values for brightness. You can override the default lane colors. There's 256 colors you can pick from. The CD includes a color chart, so you know, all the different names that you can enter for the different colors. So let's say you have a purple lane. Well, you can override our white one because yours is purple, and just type in purple, and it's going to show purple LEDs for that lane if it's happened to be the heat leader. But I'll show you that stuff later as well. So you can go in here, you can make changes to these settings, how quickly the yellow flag flashes or how slowly it flashes. And then this is the LED setting. This is kind of where the choices are made. And there are drop-down menus. And in this drop-down menu, you have such things as refueling indication, indicating race state. You can indicate which sensor is lighting for your lane. You have indicators for a lap when a lap has been triggered. You have what's called a thermometer. It shows you in shades of the LED what colors, that is, how quickly the heat is progressing. You're going from green to yellow to red in the LEDs that you select, and heat leader up to 8 lanes. So I could set any one of these for either the lane color, which would be lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, lane 4, lane 5. Would be setting each one for lane color, or I could set all 20 LEDs for heat leader, and it's going to show it's going to, whoever's leading the lap, all 20 LEDs, or however many I pick, will show who's leading the race. There's another thermostat type function where you can choose to show the fuel being used or in your race. We can set up a countdown, and these fuel levels work like a thermometer as well. It goes from green to yellow to red when you run out of fuel in terms of using the LED. But again, I'll try to show you some of these other functions individually, and you can also mix them. Let's say you want all heat leaders and put the race state in the middle. So I have 20 LEDs. 5 will be used for race state. That leaves me 15 LEDs, and so I would set the other 15 or any number of the other 15 to, if I set heat leader, then all of them will show and indicate the color of the lane that's leading. But right now I have it configured for race state using 4 LEDs for each condition of the race state. So you have race state 1, race state 2, race state 3, race state 4, race state 5, and you'll see how that configuration reacts when you're go into the race mode. So after you set this the way you want it, you click accept, and then you must click update. And as you click update, you can start a race. And after you start a race, we're gonna go. Oh, and by the way, the light bridge comes with 2 light shields. One is clear, the other one is milky, so you can have different effects on via the light bridge depending on which you like. You might like it clear, you might like it being frosted. So we're going to skip through the time, the heat indicating time, and I'll go right into the race, and you'll see the LEDs change. The first 4 will be for race date 1, the next 4 will be race date 2, race date 3, race date 4, and 5, and this is how that
5,
works.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now,
Go.
they started out in red and lit up in yellow in groups of 4 for each race date. They all turned to green because it's an active race. And then if there's a yellow flag, when you press yellow flag, the LEDs change to yellow and then alternate back and forth in this fashion. And they'll stay in that condition as long as the yellow flag is current. And then when the yellow flag is over, it's going to do another countdown. And again, that countdown will be the first 4 LEDs will be race date 1, the next 4 will be race date 2, the next 4 will be race date 3, all the way down to race date 5, and then it'll switch over to green because it's an active race.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And there you go. You're in a green state. If you had a power relay attached to the track, it would reapply power to that relay now that we're in a race condition. And if you again had a power relay and you pause the race or cause a yellow flag, you can do that using the space bar or a call button. I'm using a call button.
Yellow flag.
And when I hit that call button, it'll throw a yellow flag. It'll indicate the flashing yellow lights for the yellow flag. And then after somebody gets reslotted or whatever the reason was for the yellow flag, I hit I end the yellow flag, and it does a countdown. And again, you'll see it in groups of 4, bing, 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 until it goes through the countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Now, every now and then you might see an anomaly. It's not that it's broken. It's just part of the programming world and the speed.
2 minutes left.
And the setting that the brightness I have it set for, I have it set very low. So there's a smaller amount of electricity going through there. So it's a little more difficult for it to push the LEDs, and you might get some anomalies with the lower power settings. But if you kind of bump it up a little bit, like I say, you can jack it up all the way to 225 for the brightness, which is it's not blinding, but
halfway through the heat.
For video purposes, it's way too bright to videotape. It's very hard to show you how nice these actually look on video, because the digital video just doesn't accept the brightness of the LEDs very well. So some colors can be hard to display through digital means. Now at the end of this race,
at
the end of this race, it's going to change from green to white flashing LEDs, and it will flash white LEDs during in between heats. So while everybody's getting ready for the second heat, it'll be flashing white LEDs, and then when everybody's ready to race again, you go ahead and start the race. It'll do a normal countdown and end in green LEDs indicating that it's a go. And it will,
30 seconds left.
You can, of course, recycle through the yellow flag as often as you need. But just by looking at the countdown tower, you'll know what condition the race is. And now you can stand the tower up. You can lay the tower down next to the track. You can even have it supported
10 seconds left.
Across the track as part of your light bridge.
5 seconds left.
So there's different configurations for the tower: standing, laying, being braced across the track. Now you can see the LEDs have changed to white, and they're now flashing, alternating back and forth, and until I end the race. And then when if I just end the race, they will cut off. And that's an illustration of our first LED video of the addressable LEDs being used in a countdown tower. we're going to make some other videos showing different features using the same tower. So please, come back and visit, or we hope to post these at our website and post them on YouTube, and in this way, as some form of a support, or at least to give you an idea of what one of our nicest features does. And RC did a great job of incorporating this into the software, and we're very pleased to present a nice accessory for the race system. And I want to thank you for your time, and thank you for considering our Viasue system. We're partnered with Race Coordinator, and appreciate all the hard work that Dave does to offer a great race system. And we appreciate our customers who speak kindly about our product and tell their friends about us. Thank you very much.